Okay. Good evening. My name is Kristy Davis, and I am a mother of 2 children here at Monument Academy, the VP of our PTO, and I am the co-chair of Moms for Liberty in El Paso County. I'm going to read a statement from myself and Darcy Schenning, the other co-chair of Moms for Liberty. Thank you for holding this important event this evening and for your willingness to hear from parents whose children have been harmed by the destructive parents of a very vocal minority. The dangerous weaponization of sexuality and gender by the left has come to small-town America, Monument, and wreaked havoc on our children, their mental health, and their safety. Children deserve to be loved, treated equally, and respected. Forcing girls to compete with boys for sports awards, forcing girls to change next to boys, like at Palmer Ridge this year, and asking boys and girls to use the same restroom is not equality. It's morally bankrupt politics aimed to force a wedge between a parent and their child, a child who's already struggling. It's time to say, enough is enough. This entire movement seeks to weaken parental rights and produce kids who hate their parents while calling for bigger government and handouts. This is communism, and our kids are bombarded with it daily. The state of Colorado doesn't know best. I know best when it comes to my kids. My daughter will never change in front of a boy who identifies as a girl. I speak for millions and millions of parents, and that I am afraid not to call that insanity. Studies have shown that kids with autism are 3 to 6 times more likely to identify as transgender. There's no such thing as a transgender child. There are confused children, and there are adults who use them as political chess pieces. What this really comes down to is that it is an extreme safety risk to our girls to allow boys and men into a women's restroom and changing space. Women who have been sexually assaulted feel especially vulnerable when they are in a closed space and the doors open and they do not know who is walking through the door, especially when they know that these spaces are no longer protected, no longer safe. J.K. Rowling recently wrote an amazing article addressing this. She states, when you throw open the doors of bathrooms and changing rooms to any man who believes or feels he's a woman, then you open the door to any and all men who wish to come inside. That is the simple truth. She goes on to say, I spent much of Saturday in a very dark place inside my head as memories of a serious sexual assault I suffered in my 20s reoccurred on a loop. That assault happened at a time and in a space where I was vulnerable and a man capitalized on an opportunity. I can't shut out those memories, and I was finding it hard to contain my anger and disappointment about the way I believe my government is playing fast and loose with women's and girls' safety. Moms for Liberty is standing with Monument Academy, and we appreciate the effort that you are putting in to safeguard our girls. We will not stand silently while harm is being done mentally and physically to women and girls, nor will we bow to a political movement that is seeking to erode women and provide protection and cover for predators. It's time to treat kids like kids. It's time for the government to get out of our homes. It's time to put common sense back in school. It's time to protect our women and girls. We fully support Brad Miller and his efforts to stop harming little girls and children under the guise of progressivism. Thank you.